All right. There's a lesson of the day for my guys at Men of Value in 360. So as Albert Einstein said, he said, don't try to become a man of success, become a man of value. And when I saw that quote, that's what launched this channel right here. All right. So here's something I wrote real quick and I want to share with you guys. All right. Finding meaning in challenge, peace in uncertainty, and power in faith. Most people run from challenge, but challenge is where meaning is born. When life tests you, it's not punishing you, it's revealing you. Meaning doesn't come from what is easy, it comes from what forces you to grow. Forces you to grow. All right? Every obstacle you face holds a hidden lesson. A mirror showing you who you truly are when the excuses fall away. The challenge is the classroom, and your response is the grade. And what is your grade? And remember this, there is no change without challenge. There is no change without challenge. You need that challenge to change you at your core, to have that internal shift. And we can talk about this more later. Or if you're interested, I do coaching on the side, so contact me if you want to have more details on this stuff. But anyway, on to the next part. Okay, so then there's uncertainty. We all crave control, but life was never meant to be fully controlled. It was meant to be experienced. It was meant to be experienced, not controlled. Right? It's found in trusting that you will be able to handle what's next. When you stop fighting the unknown, you start finding the flow. Peace doesn't come from predictability, it comes from presence. So be fully present in the here and now. And finally, faith. Faith isn't wishful thinking, it's power in motion. It's what keeps you standing when logic says you should fall. Faith is a bridge between where you are and where you're meant to be. So where are you meant to be? All right. Faith doesn't erase fear, it moves through it. Faith doesn't erase fear, it moves through it. When you have faith, you stop needing proof because you become the proof. And there it is. So become the proof. Not just for yourself, but for all of those around you. And if you have children, especially for your children, because they're always watching you. And as I've mentioned this before, I was a single father. I raised 2 daughters. They're both growing up, doing well. Became great human beings out there. I'm very proud of them. But in the whole time when I was raising them as a single father, I always knew they were watching me. So I couldn't give up. I couldn't act weak. I always had to, have all the answers, like a captain of a ship. Even if you don't, you pretend that you do. There's a quick lesson for you. All right, let's wrap this up here. So when life feels hard and uncertain, remember this. Meaning is found in struggle. Peace is found in surrender. Power is found in faith. And that's where transformation begins. And that's where transformation begins. All right, there's the lesson of the day, guys. So as always, we're always trying to improve our lives, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and trying to find our purpose in the process. Or having a mission statement. Or having a mission in life, so that way you have something to steer toward. Otherwise, you're just floating out in the ocean like a lost ship. You need to have a direction that you're going for. All right, you'll be surprised at how many people just wander through life. They don't even know what they want, so they just kind of settle for whatever happens to them. And that's what we're trying to prevent ourselves from doing on here as men. All right, guys? And here's something else I'll always want to bring up. I do coaching on the side. If you're interested, direct message me or look me up on Calendly under Bryhart 360. And we can schedule for a phone call. Let's see if we're a good fit and if I can actually help you out. And the reason why I say that, because I don't just take anybody out for coaching, and I do have a couple seats available right now. I don't just take anybody out for coaching because some people aren't ready to move on. They're still sitting on the fence. They don't know what they want out of life. I can't help you if you don't know what you want out of life. You have to know what you want. Once you know what you want, then the real work can begin. So just knowing what you want is half the battle right there. Half the battle, guys. All right? And I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And I'll try to upload here in a couple days. Every couple days, I'll try to give you another video. But remember, we're trying to become men of value. How do you do that? By being valuable. How do you become valuable? There's many, many ways, and that's what we're exploring here, okay? The last thing you want to do is just become a drain on everybody around you. Nobody respects that. Nobody likes that in the long run. So that's something to think about. And then, like I said, this channel started with Albert Einstein's quote, which said, I'm not sure if he actually said it, but it's attributed to him. And it says, try not to become a man of success, but become a man of value. All right, fellas. Till next time, you've been watching Brown 360, and this has been Men of Value 360. Now let's go get it done.